first home game on Friday night?
As of now, no major issues, no major changes. Hopefully, one or two additions actually who had been struggling going into the Shells game. But again, probably until match day -1, not really in a position to confirm.
A first opportunity for you to get the Friday night under lights at Brandywell. You know what it's all about. I'm sure you're excited to be part of it as a Derry City manager.
Yeah, I actually I can't wait to get this game under our belts. I think we I don't want to talk about being overly bad on Friday night. I think there was definitely signs. There was definitely certain little things in there that there's no doubt we'll build on and we'll improve on. There's also elements of things in there that we needed to try and work on this week and make sure we can get better at. So it's exciting. We're really looking forward to getting home. We're really looking forward to hopefully getting the fans behind us and trying to excite them as best we can. As we talk to the players, we can't get frustrated in this. We know where we want to go. We know what we want to do. But Rome wasn't built in a day, and we just got to keep getting through all the things that we're trying to implement.
You can tell there's always a lot of overreaction on this, that they're a result or a performance, but having sort of analysed Friday, how's the mood in the camp been since?
Anything outside, Simon, I don't read or look at, or you can't control. The one thing that probably I've learned most in management is try and control the controllables, and you're never going to be able to control what people say or what people think. And I'm probably no different a football fan than most others. When I watch Liverpool play, or I have my opinion, and whether it's right, whether it's wrong, where it's indifferent. So I totally get it and I respect it. As I say, the big thing that we have to concentrate on is our own game, the things that we can affect. It doesn't always work. There's times you've had a great week in training and you don't perform on a Friday night, and we're going to get lots of them. The big thing is, from my end, is making sure that we give 100%. And making sure that there's a hunger and there's a desire. And I thought on Friday night, albeit we gave away stupid goals, but I think that hunger was there and I think that desire was there. There was a good learning curves in there for me also. And being away from home and being in Dublin and things that go with that. And that's something that we got to build on. That's something that, again, we can't shy away from as a team and a group and a football club. And definitely something that we need to embrace.
Training under your belt, it's a competitive game under the belt, so things are going to get a wee bit easier for this team in terms of gelling together, I suppose.
Yeah, I think every time we play, you're hoping that you're going to see little improvements. As I say, there's people now available this week that probably weren't available last week. You're also going to try and start getting competition for places. The standards and the demands of the club have to be through the roof, and I have to adhere to them like everybody else. That this club's a club that probably needs to be successful, and we have to learn to deal with those demands.
You're not one for making excuses, but the pitch at Bohs Park was a terrible. They play on. You can see the players losing their foot and stuff. The Brandywell pitch is now going to give you all the other different issues, but how are you prepared for that?
Again, ultimately the pitch was the same for both teams. Their style of play probably didn't affect them as much as our style of play. And even at that, I thought, albeit we didn't affect their backline as much as we could have and we should have. I thought there was actually some good football played at times. We showed what this team's going to be capable of. We now need to add to that and develop that, and we need to be probably a wee bit more clinical in certain areas. We need to get more numbers in box. We need to have, as I say, a wee bit more of a cutting edge.
Yeah, Bohemians, I'm sure they see them. I believe the other day different kinds of problems as well too. And I'm sure you've got the personnel and the squad, the Derry squad too. They mix it up as well from you were Friday night.
Yeah, and I think that's the key to this. In any team or any, especially squad like what we have, I think it's horses for courses. We don't want to be put in a box of this is how we play. We want to have very clear principles in the things that we do, but we want to be able to tweak certain things as and when games throw at us. The one thing probably about Bohs was they're very energetic. They have lots of legs. They played in the front foot, and great credit to them. I thought they were excellent on Friday night or on Sunday.
Yeah, midfield's going to be a real battle, I suppose. That's where their big strengths are. Carl, I know we went off with injury as well too. You were saying you're not going to say who's available or not, and Robbie as well. But in those two cases, are they going to be available to play or?
Yeah, Carl was a dead leg, and probably what affected Carl the most was the period of being stopped, and he just couldn't get going again after it. But we don't expect any problems with Carl on Friday night. And as you say, the midfield battle's going to be exciting. You got to embrace this. You got to enjoy this. This is why we're here. We loved every minute of the atmosphere, and we have to embrace that hostility of being away from home. The big thing now is our home crowd, and how do we make sure we make the Brandywell a fortress, and that has to be our intention.
You must be pleased with the fans' reaction. I don't want to commenting on it, but staying behind after a defeat's not easy. But the reception the players got afterwards was brilliant. You got to feed off that, don't you? And as you said, just hopefully an electric atmosphere will get behind the players, and it gives you the edge.
1,000,000%. The whole thing of this and any success that we can hopefully try and bring here, it will be all based around the support. And that 12th man, that the big thing that we talk about as a squad and a team is you're always going to have bad nights, you're always going to play bad, but there's no excuses for not working hard. And I think the one thing that, and everybody that I've spoken to and everybody that I've had any time around will all tell you the same thing. The Brandywell faithful are, as long as they see the hard work and as long as they see that everybody's putting the effort in and pulling that shirt over your head actually means something to you, I think that's half the battle.
It's your birthday today. I think Phil give you any presents now.
No comment.
But do you expect, obviously the window closes, do you expect any incomings or outgoings before that?
There's a huge amount of work again going on in the background here, but we would love to try and do something, yeah. What I'm not doing is I'm not bringing someone in for the sake of bringing someone in. I think even after one game, I've learnt very quickly that it's a certain type of character that needs to come into this football club. This is not just about good footballers or where they've played. This is about having a, as I say, a very certain type of mindset and character to do what we want to do and go where we want to go.